Hi everybody, Ryan here on this dreary day. I was talking to you guys earlier in the last couple videos. I bought a few more pieces of equipment, about 3 more Allis Chalmers tractors. Bought them on auction time. It's like a farm truck. There's a little bit of everything on there all over the country, actually all over the world. And you know, I'll put a search out there and just look for kind of stuff to pop up and kind of see what it goes for. Actually, this was actually on equipment for this tractor here was a real-time auction, because they got a couple other different sites on there where they'll have like an actual people will be on site, and they're really fast-paced, so they're kind of hard to bid on sometimes, especially if you have a lapse in your internet connection, because you know, if you lose 20 seconds you could actually miss out on being able to bid on something. So this tractor here, these came all across the country. This is a WD Allis Chalmers with a loader on it, and I don't know the year. I haven't cleaned off the serial number to see what year it is. Runs good and everything. It looks like original paint. Tires are matching, but they're a little dry checked. And loader and everything starts up and runs pretty good. I think it's got a hole in the exhaust manifold, which I don't know if I bought this tractor to resell. I don't think I'm going to hold on to this one. So I might put a manifold on it. They're relatively cheap. But I gave $700 for this tractor on the sale, so I really didn't even mean to buy it. I was watching another tractor before it that I was kind of interested in more, and it went a little bit higher than I was like just watching the sale, and this one started going for like $600. So I mean, it's worth that more than that for parts, so or scrap right now almost. It's basically scrap price. So I threw in a $700 bid and ended up winning it. So it actually runs halfway decent. Like I said, it's a pretty good original tractor, but I'll start this one up here and let you hear it. It's got a little bucket on it. The pretty neat little, I'll show you here in a second, this the loader that it has. So yeah, you're not really, you'll have a hard time finding something for $700 that runs and drives, and I've been using it around here a little bit, and especially with a loader on it. But this loader is pretty cool. It's got a manure bucket, but then it's got like a silage or a snow bucket on it, and you can actually take the 4 bolts out of this, and it slides in those channels there, and you can take that extension off and, you know, use it for cleaning out a barn or whatever, or you can put that back on, use it for snow or silage or whatever you got. So not too bad of a purchase, but I think we're gonna take a look at it here and see if there's any little things that need to be fixed, and I'll probably put this one up for sale. So that's that one. The second one, about a 1960 D14 in here. It's kind of just unplugged the electric. It's kind of dark out here. It's a pretty straight little tractor. This one here, it's got, it runs good and everything, but there's something wrong with the starter. I need to take the starter out, and I think it's the Bendix or something, so it just, yeah, something's messed up in there, so we had to pull start it to get it unloaded and all that. But it's a pretty nice little tractor. This needs gone through. I don't know, I haven't decided. I think I'm thinking about selling my John Deere, and I might keep this one and the other tractor that I bought, the Diesel, because it kind of fits almost all my stuff around here is Allis Chalmers snap coupler. So I think it kind of, I don't really need the 3-point hitch on the John Deere. I got the Massey Ferguson if I got any 3-point hitch work to do, and I like the snap coupler attachments. I think it was pretty well ahead of their time, and it kind of got you know, kind of swept over with, you know, when 3-point hitch kind of became standard across the industry. It's kind of nice. They're easy to hook up. Most of the stuff you can hook up from the seat of the tractor seat, so it makes it easier for, you know, one guy doing stuff, which a lot of times I'm the only one doing stuff. So, but yeah, so we're gonna go through this once I get time. I got to get my shop set up in there, and you can see we got this shed here is pretty well full of stuff, so I need to get it all cleaned out and get this finished concreting it here next spring. So that's that tractor. Like I said, that's a 60 D14 Allis Chalmers, and I got a set of plows too while I was at it. And this is that snap coupler that I was talking about. So this, basically with an Allis Chalmers, there's a big hook underneath. There's like a bell and a hook, and you'll just back into that, and this will hook in. Then from the seat of the tractor where the lift arms are, you can just slide these in, or if it's got the other clasp type, you can just close them down and then lift the implement up, and that's really it. Then when you're disconnecting, there's a lever you pull up on the tractor that'll open up that hook. You unhook that stuff first, pull the lift for the hook on the bottom, and you just drive away. So these are a pretty good set of plows. One of the best sets I've ever owned, I think. Everything's, the coulters are real good size on them, and even down here on the shins, they're still square. They're not even rounded off. So I mean, these, even on the inside here, they're like brand new. These are probably, like I said, probably one of the best sets of plows that I bought or I've ever had. And I gave 3 1/4 for these. They're getting harder to find. I've got a set of 2 bottoms, but they're not that great. They're actually 2 16s. These are 3 14 plows. So I gave 3 1/4 for that. Then on the D14, I forgot, I gave $1,000 for that tractor. It was selling on auction time. I got a message, and it was at $875. And I called my wife and said, I'm going to put a $1,000 bid on this tractor. And I waited till there was like 45 seconds left on the sale, because they're a time sale on auction time. And I threw $1,000 down, and I ended up, I figured I'd get outbid, but I ended up winning it. So that's that one. So the last and not least is the D17 Diesel that I picked up, and it's in a little bit rougher shape than what it looked like in the pictures, but that's kind of what it is when you're bidding on stuff farther away and not looking at it. So we'll go in here, and I got it parked underneath the lean-to next to my grandpa's WD, so we'll take a look at it. So this is the D17 Diesel. They're getting harder to find. I ended up giving $1,750 for this tractor, which was probably about $500 too much. The engine's stuck on it, so it's just gonna, once I got to get that John Deere finished up, and I'm probably, like I said, I'm probably going to sell it since with these other additions to kind of move some stuff around. So this ain't going to get touched for a little while, but once we do start working on it, I'm going to do a whole series on it, because I'm probably just going to tear the whole engine down and just start over. Because I put it in gear and tried jerking it with another tractor to see if, the guy that had it, he was dumping diesel fuel down the manifold. Down the exhaust is what you see leaking to try to free up the pistons in there, but you just don't know what it could be. It could be actually seized up on the crank, or it could be one of the pistons seized up in one of the liners. So it's just hard to say without taking it apart. So I'm just going to get a bunch of other stuff done around here, then we'll tear into this once everything else gets caught up and see what we got. But these are 63 horsepower, 6-cylinder diesel. And like I said, they're getting harder to find. I saw one up here at Chalker's auction about 30 minutes away. I watch a lot of stuff on there, and it's convenient because they're close, and you can bid online too if you're not at home or don't want to go out there. And there was one, a wide front out there it was actually in worse shape than this one. It was pretty beat up, and it wasn't running either. And it sold for $1,750 as well. But this one, it has a spin out rim on this side, which is the power adjust rim, which are nice. If you want to, you can adjust your cut or the tread width from the seat of the tractor. But it's got a little rust on the rim too, so I'll have to take the rims apart, and that's from when they put calcium inside the tires for ballast or for weight. Well, if it starts to leak, it eats out the rims. So I'm gonna have to take this rim apart, and cut that old stuff out and weld some steel in there and basically patch it and grind it all down, make it flat and repaint it. But the other side has this irregular rim on it that isn't a power adjust, so I got to find another power adjust rim because my obsessive compulsive disorder won't allow me to have two different. I got to have the same on both sides. So we're probably gonna have to put a little bit of money into it, but that'll be down the road. So it's the sheet metal. I mean, it came from out west, so the sheet metal actually is halfway decent. It's they got something caught up on this fender over here, but these are those other type of snap top lift couplers I was talking about. This, if they weren't froze up, that folds back, and that's where that little link goes in there to lift it up. It's a little bit different than those plows. To use those new plows, you take these off, and that cup slides over the end. So just more junk to play around with here. So I thought and I was talking about it before, so I thought I would share all that with you. And this put me up a lean-to here to needed more space a couple weeks ago. So I got a little bit more work to do on that. And I had all my scrap pile here before. I took my scrap pile out and got $60 for all the scrap. So, but that's kind of what we got going on the farm side and tractors and all that. So I figured I'd get that out there for you guys. Said give us a thumbs up on the video if you like it and want to see more. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell for the updates. And stay tuned, like I said, for a new video. We do the owner-operated trucking stuff, Landstar stuff, truck maintenance, farm videos, load board stuff, tractor maintenance, as you can see, repairs. And like I said, I'm going to do a whole series on this, so stay tuned for that here in the coming months. Like I said, I ain't going to mess with this for a little while yet. When I get that WD sold and get the D14 maybe working, get a starter and all that for it. So again, like I said, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.